Honest to God, I have no idea what you're talking.
Honest to God, I know you were there. Okay, I saw you guys on video.
This teenager is the #1 suspect in a deadly shooting after an attempted robbery went horrifically wrong.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you do these marches, because I know how you guys do this type of stuff.
He thinks he can lie his way out of a murder charge, but the cops are about to discover that he's left a trail of evidence that could leave him and his accomplices facing life in prison.
I did not know whatsoever that murder was going to happen.
You guys didn't have to shoot him. You guys could have just like shot him in the leg.
The news is reporting that they have the shooter.
Now you're the only adult currently that knows it was supposed to be me.
Officers from the Kirkland Police Department were alerted to the area of Houghton Beach Park around 8:21 p.m. on September the 16th of 2020 after multiple 911 callers reported the sounds of gunshots being fired. Upon arrival, officers found 18-year-old Cyrus Mason at the scene. He had multiple gunshot wounds, and his life was hanging on by a thread. The suspected shooters had already escaped, but several eyewitnesses had seen the whole brutal encounter.
It was pretty quickie. I was on the sand and I saw 3 guys talking to each other, and 2 guys started yelling.
Can you describe any of the guys?
No. It was very quickly.
Did you see them when they ran out off the dock?
I saw it.
Did they look white, they look black, Hispanic?
I can't give you a sure, but one of the guys he was white.
He was white?
Yeah.
Okay. How many shots did you hear?
I heard 3.
3 shots?
Yeah, and
okay.
I don't know if I started running and I didn't hear the rasp, but yeah, and they ran up the hill and they went to that direction.
Okay. And what happened to the victim after the first shot?
He stayed on the floor. He was on the floor, and then the guy, I think for make sure, he gave him more shots.
Okay.
Several other witnesses also claimed they saw 2 people fleeing the scene at the time of the shooting. But despite officers' best efforts, they failed to locate any suspects. With no leads or motive, police have to consider the shooters might still be armed and dangerous. So if they have to move fast, they want to make sure that nobody else gets hurt. Mason was transported to the Harborview Medical Center, where doctors tried to save his life. Doctors discovered 5 .22 caliber bullets in his body, and in the end, his injuries proved too severe, and he died a short time later in that hospital. However, police did discover the bullets recovered from his body matched the shell casings at the scene. So now, with a homicide on their hands and 2 suspects still on the loose, police now have one goal: find them before they strike again. Mason was alone on the dock when he was shot, but he traveled to Kirkland with 2 other people, his cousin and friend, and even though his friend was happy to help with the investigation, it felt as if he was keeping something from the cops.
Like 8 or something, 7, 8, when we left my house. And then we went to Kirkland, and he met up with some guy on the dock. I don't know why they went on the dock, but he was like, I'm gonna just get out of the car real quick, I'm gonna go over there. I'm like, alright, for sure. We were just kicking in the car before, he's like, alright, he's here, I'm gonna just go over there.
Whose idea was it to go to Kirkland?
Cyrus. He was like, we're just gonna go to Kirkland real quick, and then...
You say why?
He said he's gonna meet somewhere, and then we're just gonna drive back. So I was like, alright, for sure, whatever. I mean, nothing else to do. I was like, fuck it, I'll go with him.
When they arrived, Mason left the vehicle to meet 2 people on the dock, but moments later, the whole area was under fire.
I think they tried to rob him or something, because there was like an argument going on, and then all of a sudden we see Cyrus like hop up and then...
Was he sitting before that?
Yeah, he was sitting.
I was sitting.
Yeah, and then we just heard hella gunshots, and we when we were looking...
Was he on a bench or was he on the dock?
Like just chilling on the dock on the wood, just chilling like this. Like on the side of the dock, chilling. And he's like this, he tried to get up or something. I can't see because it's pitch black, but all I remember seeing was a bunch of like lights and then a bunch of loud like and me, I told that was gunshots for it. He's like, we're getting out this car. he like went in reverse and then pulled forward, and then we got out of the car, fucking started, we tried to chase him, but those fools were out of there. They ran up by like the park, and I think they went up that hill or something.
With further questioning, Mason's friend give the police a name that would eventually lead them directly to their suspects.
Well, I know Fazo is either 15 or 16.
Okay.
I don't know his name, I just know he's either 15 or 16.
How do you know that?
Because he told me.
When did he tell you that?
He told me on the Snapchat, but all the chats delete if you don't save them. And since what's called, I didn't save any of the chats, so yeah.
When did you have that conversation?
Like, I don't even know.
How long you known Crazy?
How long have I known him? Not even that long. He just added me, and then I was like, oh, whatever, this, that. And then he added Cyrus, and Cyrus met up with him for something. I don't remember what it was. I didn't think he told me, but...
So, sounds like Cyrus may have been selling on the side. That's my understanding. So if that was the case...
If he was doing it for a good cause.
We don't care if he was or wasn't. We just need to try.
Yeah, all that matters is what happened tonight. We don't care about the drugs or any of that.
Although these detectives didn't know it at the time, Fazo is going to be the key to solving this murder, and finding his identity was #1 priority.
Dude, the only thing I know is his Snapchat is Fazo.
But I mean, what
his hood name's Fazo, and he's from GD. That's the only thing I know is he's from GD. Gangster Disciple.
How do you know that?
Because I was just on the phone with one of my other homies, and he was like, I know a Fazo, but he's from GD. Okay. And I was like, well, I don't even know if it's the same Fazo. And I was like, I don't know anybody else named Fazo, so it could be him.
Who's your homie?
I'm not going to put my homie in jeopardy.
The detectives are certain that Mason's friend has the information they need.
It's helpful for me if you're specific about what's going on. I feel like you're giving me about half of the picture here.
So I don't want to talk about it, bro. I'm trying to get this vision out of my fucking head,
If you want to do right by Cyrus, you have to talk about it.
What?
I said if you want to do right by Cyrus, you have to talk about it. Is there anything more important than making sure that these guys get caught?
Dude, I'm trying to give you all the information to get these guys caught, but you guys are asking for information that you guys don't need to ask about. You guys just need to...
Everything he tells me matters. Every part.
All that matters is who Fazo is and where he's at. But he has a snap map off, so I can't see where he is. He turns off his location.
Where is he usually at?
Where's he usually? I don't know. He always has his location off.
Even though Mason's friend refused to give anything more up, he gave the detectives the details of Fazo's Snapchat account. With this new information, the Kirkland Police Department reached out to other departments in the area with a call for help in identifying Fazo's real name. Within 24 hours, the Bellingham, Kent, and Bellevue police departments all came back with positive identifications of the same person, Joshua Hawthorne, a 17-year-old with priors for looting, robbery, and firearm transactions over Snapchat. One of the investigations into a robbery was still active, and this gave police a chance to issue a search warrant on Hawthorne's address, where they'd investigate the robbery and try to discover if they could find any more information or evidence from the murder of Cyrus Mason. With the help of Hawthorne's younger brother, detectives discovered that he'd been missing since the day of the shooting 3 days earlier and had only just returned home. And his brother also had a bombshell confession that blew the investigation wide open and placed the finger of blame directly at Hawthorne.
You think he was trying to hide?
Yeah. If, like, he might be the one who did this.
Okay. And
he doesn't talk about it at home.
I appreciate you being as forthcoming. I just want to make sure if somebody listening to this later, we're not just drawing any kind of assumptions. What are you referring to when you say that he might have been the person that did this?
Well, it's like, I don't know for sure if it was him. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't really know.
For sure, for what though?
Like that he was the one who did it.
Okay, so when we say did it, I'm not trying to be. What are we referring to?
The murder.
The murder?
That's what we're talking about.
Okay. In Kirkland?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what my mom told me.
Okay. Did your brother say anything that made you think that he did it?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know if it was the day he left or the day before he left. He was on the phone and he was saying like he's gonna scam someone or something, or he's gonna take somebody's pole. It's
pole,
a term for gun.
Okay.
And that's all I heard, because when he's on the phone with those calls, I don't like it, so I just go and let him continue my stuff there.
So
just put both
you just cover your ears and don't want to hear it? Okay. So that was the day of or the day before he left?
Yeah.
Do you know who he was talking to?
It was either Jonathan, he lives here too, or Krishan.
Okay.
Those are the only two people I know that he talks to.
Okay.
Detectives would also uncover the name of their second suspect, 18-year-old Krishan Kaufman, the getaway driver, leaving them with no doubt he was a major person of interest. Krishan was a friend of Hawthorne, and his black BMW matched the description of the vehicle seen leaving the Houghton Beach Park area at the time of the shooting. So while detectives are trying to locate Krishan, Hawthorne was taken to the station, where detectives pressed him to reveal the truth about his whereabouts on the night of the 16th of September.
What have you been up to this week? Your mom said you took off again for a while.
So, I think Monday and Tuesday I was home, but Wednesday, we went out to the studio at Jason's house in the Islands, and I was probably there for like, maybe like 4 or 5 hours. Then I went to my friend Chris's house. We stayed, and I was over there, and then he left to go out of state for his grandpa's funeral, so I went home.
Oh, you came home Wednesday?
No, I came home yesterday.
Yeah, I guess it was.
So like 3 or 4 days that I was gone.
Yeah. Where do you stay when you're gone? What do you do?
Usually just at friends' houses.
What Hawthorne didn't realize is the detectives know a lot more than they're letting on, and he was backed into a corner he was going to struggle to escape from.
Let's talk about the shooting. Okay, tell me the story.
Oh, Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
I got done with school at like, I think 2, because I have an extra period from 2 to 3, but it was like, if you have any missing assignments, just get those done. But I didn't have any missing assignments up on Skyward, so I just had a free period. But before I could leave, I had to do my counseling for RAYS, I think, RAYS. So I have to do that from like 3 to about 4-ish, usually a little bit before 4. And then he's like, all right, that's our time, you're done. And then my friend Chris picked me up.
What's Chris's last name?
Richardson.
What did he pick you up in?
His car, it's a Beamer.
What kind?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know much about cars.
What color is it?
It's black.
Okay.
And then he took me to the Highlands and dropped me off.
Renton Highlands?
Yeah.
Both of Hawthorne's alibis later denied that he was with them, and one of them claimed that he had been asked to give a false alibi to help Hawthorne out of trouble. But detectives had their own theory about what happened that day and how Mason ended up being shot and killed.
We're not talking about the shooting. You skipped over that part. So let's talk about how that happened.
Honest to God, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Honest to God, I know you were there. Okay, I saw you guys on video up there getting dropped off. I saw you running down there. We have witnesses that saw the shooting. We've hit Snapchat with search warrants. You're all over this thing. Okay, so the truth is going to be helpful right now, because the judge is going to look at you and go, man, this guy's never been in serious trouble, so lying about this is not the solution. Okay, and it's not going to go away.
Alright.
I can appreciate you're scared. I totally understand that. I would be feeling terrified, probably in the same position, but this isn't something that's just going to go away. Okay, so we know you were there. That's why we're here. That's why the SWAT team showed up today. And it doesn't mean you're a terrible person. I don't think what happened out there was intentional. I think this is probably another one of your guys' little street reps, and maybe that's what you planned. This guy bowed up on you guys and then completely went sideways. I think that's probably what happened. Something along those lines. And there's a big difference between planning to go do something like that and it just happening.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not saying nothing else unless I can talk to my lawyer. Because I'm not going to sit here and let you do these marches. Because I know how you guys do this type of stuff.
Detectives couldn't get any more useful information from Hawthorne, and he refused to cooperate without a lawyer. He was completely unaware that one of his friends had spoken to the detectives and told them about a worrying conversation he had had with Hawthorne right after the shooting.
What did Josh describe happening?
They walked up, and then it was him and that other. It was him and bro.
Him and that other what?
The other guy. I was gonna say guy, but just bro's faster.
Okay.
So him and bro walked up. He said that one of them. He said, bro flashed pull on him. Said, give me the AR. Josh took the AR. The guy was reaching, then Josh said, one of us shot him. He still hasn't told me who. He said the guy that died, he was reaching for something. And at that, I said, to be honest, bro, you guys didn't have to shoot him. You guys could have just like shot him in the leg or tackled him or pushed him in the water. If it was a gun, the gun would have got wet, so it wouldn't be able to shoot. You didn't have to kill him over a gun, bro. Cause nobody knew like it was like a murder over a weapon. I told Josh he had to leave my house.
That left detectives to question Krishan, who had since been brought down to the station, and he'd introduce a third and final suspect in the case.
Do you remember who else you guys were with?
I don't know his name. That's honest to God.
Who? Don't know whose name.
Who we were with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Did you pick somebody else up?
Oh, we got somebody, but I don't know him. I don't know him at all.
Okay, where did you pick him up?
Somewhere in Kent, maybe. I think. I'm not sure. Like I don't really like.
How did you know where to go?
How did I know where to go?
Mm-hmm.
It was You know where it's by? Have you ever been in Kent? Any of you guys?
Yeah.
By Kent Station.
Okay.
By Kent Station?
Mm-hmm.
So did you go to pick him up at a house or apartment, or was it just at Kent Station?
But like around it, not at a house or nothing.
And
I don't even know where he lives.
What was his name?
I don't know his name.
Well, obviously, you guys were referring to him by something. Josh was referring to him by name.
Oh, the fuck you refer to him as? I just said bro, because I didn't. When he said his name, I wasn't really paying attention, so I just said, "What's up, bro?" Okay. Like I was. You know?
How did you get to that location? Who told you to go there to pick this guy up?
Oh, Josh told me he's gonna pick this one guy up, and then I was like, okay.
When Kaufman's phone was searched, they found he had several messages on the day of the murder to a user named Don Lefty on Snapchat. He was identified as 16-year-old Calvin Vow, and Calvin was the second shooter on the dock.
Okay, so explain to me, like, getting off the freeway and your travels through Kirkland and ultimately where you parked, and kind of walk me through that portion you remember.
I don't know where I was parked. I honestly can't tell you.
Can you just describe? I know. So let me ask you this.
It was dark.
Do you know Kirkland very well?
No.
Have you ever been to Kirkland before?
Not that I know of. Do you know what a puff bar is?
A puff bar?
Yeah.
I keep hearing it lately. I don't remember.
I mean, it's like a vape.
Okay.
So a vape. I was just chilling in my car the whole time.
Okay.
When I was parked up, I was just, and then bumping music. I was just.
And then what about the other two guys? When you pulled in and parked and were vaping, where did they go, or what did they tell you?
They just said wait here, so cool.
They said wait there in the car? Yeah. And they both left?
Yeah, it was
okay. Then what happened? Did you talk to anybody while you were in your car listening to music, either on phone, via text, or someone come up to your car and talk to you? Was there any communication with anyone until they returned?
Until they returned?
Yeah.
No.
How long were they gone before they returned to the car, do you think? Like how many songs would you have cycled through at the time they were gone?
To be honest.
And I just need an estimate. It doesn't have to be exact, obviously.
It wasn't, I don't think I was down there posted there that long.
Did you say that it was more than 20 minutes or less than 20 minutes?
Might be less, I don't know. I really don't, remember that well.
If I said 6.5 minutes, would that sound potentially accurate? I know. I'm just asking. Is that possible?
That's a specific number.
It's a specific number. It's a specific number for a reason. What I'm asking is, could that be accurate? 6.5 minutes. If I tell you your car was there for 6.5 minutes, would that be accurate?
Would that be accurate?
Because that
would it be correct? No, because I can't tell you. Not because I'm not.
Does that sound like it could be
I don't
accurate
know.
from what you recall?
It could be.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay. So talk to me about them returning back to the car.
Returning back to the car?
Yes, just everything from where did they come from, were they running, were they walking, did they have anything in their hands, did they say anything to you, did they give you the directions, did they tell you they come back to the car, and then what? Describe it.
I didn't see no one running, but when I seen them, they said what's his name? Dude said, pull up. I was like, man, I'm right here. Fucking walk to the car.
Somebody said pull up to you?
The other dude.
So not Josh, but the other guy. So not Josh, but the other guy.
And then I was like, I'm right here. Then they get out. Then they get in. When they just get back to the car, and then I don't know. They were just like, all right, you can get further. And I was like, cool. And then
you can get further. So you said?
Yeah.
Meaning, what does that mean?
You can leave.
Okay. They told him this to leave. Okay.
Yeah,
they brought something back to the car with them. What it would have been very obvious to know. So what did they bring back to the car with them?
A bag.
What was in the bag?
I don't know.
After further investigation, detectives discovered that the bag was a ukulele case and an AR-15 rifle was stashed inside. The rifle was part of a firearms transaction that it was alleged had been arranged almost solely by Mason.
And how did you guys, what was the discussion going to Kirkland?
We were talking about selling the AR. Well, not selling it, but it was the AR-15 that we had. We were going to make a transaction for some sort of Glock gun or something like that. I don't even remember. A 9mm.
Okay.
And $300.
So you received the Glock and $300
for the AR.
In exchange for the AR.
Yeah.
And who was setting all that up, making that happen?
As far as I know, probably a little bit. Mostly just Cyrus. They just talked on Snapchat. We're talking, and Cyrus was like, "Let me get him on Snapchat," and then Cyrus took over from there.
Was all the conversation on Snapchat alone? Was there any voice communication?
No, it was all texting.
And it was through his account, 100%?
100%. Most of it was through Cyrus's, so 80-20. Cyrus 80.
So you think at some point Cyrus was actually using his own account?
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
They had each other on Snapchat. Yeah.
What was the communication about the handoff from Cyrus?
Cyrus was like, if anything happens, you're the minor here, I'm 18, I can't really get in trouble for stupid shit like that, especially because I'm here and I'm responsible, I'll keep you safe and shit. So I'll go out there and do this because people are retarded. And he was like, I'm doing it out in public, why would they do anything?
Okay.
And the whole thing started after a random message.
How did the communication with Fazo get started?
I think some guy texted Cyrus or one of the two and said, hey, you need a gun plug, here he is, and sent a username to one of the two, and then they added him.
Who was that guy?
I don't know. One of their friends. That's all I know. But
You don't remember who it was?
I didn't even know who like sent the username. We found out who the gun plug was, and we were like, "Yep." Some guy just was like, "You need one? All right, here's the guy."
So, were you guys aware of Fazo bringing anybody to the meet?
We knew his brother was coming, but that was exactly what he told us. I'm bringing my brother. We didn't know bigger, little, related, not related. We had no idea. It was just.
And so you guys had never met this guy before or his brother, correct?
Never. It was first time ever. Well,
so, obviously you're going to a public park in Kirkland. I mean, what was the conversation about, hey, I look like X, I'm going to be standing X? I mean...
I think he just said meet on the dock, and Cyrus is the only guy sitting there on the dock.
Whatever happened in the following moments turned the firearms transaction into a deadly gunfight.
So, Cyrus walked down to the dock.
Sat there.
Okay. Sat on the dock or sat on a bench or what?
On the dock, just right where he got
And you
shot.
watched him the whole time?
Yeah, and then two guys walked up, and like not even 30 seconds later they were running off, popping like 9.
But only days after this interview, Mason's cousin visited his father and stepmother, and he was caught on a nanny cam making a confession that would prove he hadn't been completely honest in his police interview.
If they don't know, if they find out, I'm gonna go trade. If they find out, because you're the only adult currently that knows it was supposed to be me. So if anybody else finds out, I'm sure they're gonna figure it out. We're not gonna tell them. We're not gonna tell them, but I don't know if I can trust you. I'm sorry, MJ. They're seeing it right now. This is what I knew about. Okay, wait, stop. Listen. I know what I read in the news. Yeah. The news is reporting that they have the shooter. They don't. In custody. I know who both the shooters are and working with. They got the wrong description. I have told them because I found out this morning when I woke up.
He had been sent a Snapchat video which said that it should have been you, and Mason's cousin assumed the sender was the shooter. He admitted that it was he who wanted to buy the AR-15 and he should have met Hawthorne himself, but Mason stepped in at the last minute. The 3 suspects were all caught on various surveillance cameras making their way to Kirkland, and their cell phones contained more than enough evidence to secure a conviction. Because of the overwhelming evidence against them, Kaufman and Val accepted plea deals for second-degree murder. Val was sentenced to 15 years in prison, while Kaufman received a 10-year sentence. Hawthorne chose to stand trial and was convicted of first-degree murder with a weapons enhancement on November 19th of 2024. He was sentenced to over 16 years in prison in January of 2025. We would like to extend our sincere condolences to the friends, family, and loved ones of Cyrus Mason. He died too young.